The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
This is a very special presentation. Happy to have you along. This should be a good one. The NFL Pro Bowl is underway. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The AFC heading out. A lot of stars to choose from over that conference, but their starter at quarterback, it's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the AFC has taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes the NFC for their initial drive. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taken in at the 22. And bulldozing his way through. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the AFC will take over first and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Fights through and now a crease. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Purdy now on second down. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Purdy. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 71 yards rushing for him now in his first half of the Pro Bowl. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Out of the gun, Purdy. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise, because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and he got into the ground and picked up 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen, the man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 141 yards rushing for him now as he continues to lead the way for the AFC. To throw is Jackson. It fights him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown AFC. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Max Crosby, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Purdy from the gun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And that one complete downfield to Allen. A big play there for the AFC. 51 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for the NFC back out there. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for the AFC.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
NFC first down. First down and goal to go.
Purdy now to throw.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that's picked up by the AFC. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with, has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially